Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Well, actually, good morning. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I go by the name of Chris Vick, and welcome back to the Game Lounge. Now, you're probably wondering, why am I pressing the X button? If you looked at the video on YouTube, obviously it's going to say this is Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney, here on the Game Lounge today. Sorry the episode didn't come out yesterday. The internet was acting funny, and I was waiting for the game to download from a hotspot on my PS5, and it took a while. I dozed off. So that's why we're getting double episodes today. You're getting Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney, and you're getting the Warriors today, guys. So please stay tuned. You definitely will get both episodes within the next hour. I'm up. I had breakfast. I'm off this weekend. It's lit. So let's continue and let's see what this game is about. Happy Saturday, everybody, though. Happy Saturday. Definitely gonna wind up checking this out. BGM. Hold on. Full auto skip. Transparency could be high. English. Screen shake. Yeah, screen shake could be on. Single box. Okay. Right. Anyway, welcome to Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. So for those of you who haven't ever played the game before, Phoenix Wright is basically a... Oh, there's a trilogy, I forgot. So we're going to do the first one just so you guys can get adjusted. Phoenix Wright is basically a game about being a lawyer, and you have to being an ace attorney, obviously, and winding up trying to, solve certain crimes and prove people guilty or anything else that has to do with being in the courtroom. So it's a pretty good dialogue game. I feel like I could use the vocal acting skills, bring you guys up to story. And for right now, we got episode 1, the first turnabout. So gonna make sure that you guys get a enjoyable series out of this. We'll just do the first case and see how this works. If it takes too long, we'll break it up into parts. But for right now, we'll see how it goes. Oh, wait. Play the first turnabout. Yeah, let's do that. So let's see. Clear the vocals. Oh, she's leaking red fluid. Damn it. Why me? I can't get caught. Not like this. I've got to find someone to pin this on. Someone like him. I'll make it look like he did it. Yes, and that mole in the middle of my head is killing me. August 3rd, 9:47 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby, number 2. All right, so let's get it. Okay. Boy, am I nervous. Right. Whoa, hey, hot lady, what's going on? Oh, hiya, Chief. Whew, I'm glad I made it on this time. I'm glad I made it on time. Well, I have to say, Phoenix, I'm impressed. Not everyone takes on a murder trial right off the bat like this. It says a lot about you and your client as well. Thanks. Actually, it's because I owe him a favor. A favor? You mean you knew the defendant before this case? Yes. Actually, I kind of owe him I kind of owe my current job to him. He's one of the reasons I became an attorney. Well, that's news to me. I want to help him out in any way I can. I just really want to help him. I owe him that much. It's over. My life, everything, it's all over. Is that your client screaming over there? Yeah, it's him. Death, despair, oh! I'm gonna do it! I'm gonna die! It sounds like he wants to die. Yeah. Nick! Hey there, Larry. Dude, I'm so guilty. Tell him I'm guilty. Give me the death sentence. I ain't afraid to die. What? What's wrong, Larry? Oh, it's all over. I'm finished. Finished. I can't live in a world without her. I can't. Who took her away from me, Nick? Who did this? Oh, Nick, you gotta tell me, who took my baby away? The person responsible for your girlfriend's death? The newspaper says it was you. My name is Phoenix Wright. Here's the story. My first case is a fairly simple one. Girl trips on head, drops ketchup, bleeds. End of story. Let me stop. A young woman was killed in her apartment. The guy they arrested was the unlucky sap dating her. Larry Butts. My best friend since grade school. Our school had a saying, when something smells, it's usually the butts. Jesus Christ, I can't believe I said that out loud. In the 23 years I've known him, it's usually been true. He has a knack for getting himself in trouble. One thing I can say though, it's usually not his fault. He just has terrible luck. But I know better than anyone that he's a good guy at heart. That, and I owe him one, which is why I took the case, to clear his name. And that's just what I'm going to do. August 3rd, 10 o'clock a.m., District Court, Courtroom number 2. Rabble, everybody saying something. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Larry Butts. I'm going to be saying that a lot today.
The prosecution is ready, Your Honor.
The defense is ready, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, this is your first trial, is it not? Yes, Your Honor. I'm a little nervous. Your conduct during this trial will decide the fate of your client. Murder is a serious charge. For your client's sake, I hope you can control your nerves. Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, given the circumstances, I think we all should have a test to ascertain your readiness. Yes, Your Honor. Well, handshaking, eyesight fading. The test will consist of a few simple questions. Answer them clearly and concisely. Please state the name of the defendant in this case. Name is Larry Butts. The defendant? Well, that's Larry Butts, Your Honor. Correct. That's right. You damn sure got that right. Just keep your wits about you and you'll do fine. Next question. This is a murder trial. Tell me, what's the victim's name? I know this one. I'm glad I read the case report cover to cover so many times. It's no, wait, I forgot. I'm drawing a total blank here. Phoenix, are you absolutely sure you're up to this? You don't even know the victim's name? Oh, the victim. Oh, of course. I know the victim's name. Like, I just forgot it temporarily. That's all. I feel a migraine coming on. Look, the victim's name is listed in the court record. Just press the R1 button and check it at any time, okay? Remember to check it often. Do it for me, please. I'm begging you. Mr. Wright, who is the victim in this case? Cinder Block. Yeah. Oh, wasn't it Miss Block? Miss Cinder Block? Oh, it's not? Shoot. The person in question was a victim of murder, not ill-conceived naming, Mr. Wright. Right? If you forget something, use the R1 button to check the record and jog your memory. A mistake in court could cost you the case. I'll ask you again. Mr. Wright, who is the victim in this case? It's not Cindy Stone. I clicked Cindy Stone. What the fuck? Oh no, that says Cindy Block. Sorry. Anyway, Cindy Stone. The victim's name is Cindy Stone. Yeah, bingo. There you go. That's what I was expecting the last time. Now, tell me, what was the cause of death? She died because she was hit with a blunt object. She was struck once by a blunt object. Yep, I can dig it. I damn sure got it. Good job. Correct. You answered all my questions. I see no reason why we shouldn't proceed. You seem much more relaxed, Mr. Wright. Good for you. Thank you, Your Honor. Yeah, because I don't feel relaxed, that's for sure. Well then, first, a question for the prosecution. Mr. Payne.
Oh, yes, Your Honor.
As Mr. Wright just told us, the victim was struck with a blunt object. Would you explain to the court just what that object was?
The murder weapon was this statue of the Thinker. It was found lying on the floor next to the victim.
I see. The court accepts it into evidence. All right, now we got this, and now we can look at it. He's thinking hard, like, I don't even know why they made me hit this lady. I done knocked her out, now I gotta think about that shit too. Right. Be sure to pay attention to any evidence added during the trial. That evidence is the only ammunition you have in court. Use the R1 button to check the court record frequently. Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its first witness.
The prosecution calls the defendant, Mr. Butts, to the stand.
Chief, what do I do now? Pay attention. You don't want to miss any information that might help with your client's case. You'll get your chance to respond to the prosecution later, so be ready. Let's just hope he doesn't say anything unfortunate. Uh-oh. Larry gets excited easily. This could be bad. I'm sorry.
Mr. Butts, is it not true that the victim had recently dumped you?
Hey, watch it, buddy! We were great together. We were Romeo and Juliet, Cleopatra, and Mark Anthony. Didn't they all die? I was dumped. She just wasn't taking my phone calls or seeing me. Whatever. What's it to you anyway?
Mr. Butts, what you describe is generally what we mean by dumped. You freaking idiot. In fact, she had completely abandoned you and was seeing other men. She had just returned from overseas with one of them the day before the murder.
What do you mean, one of them? Lies! All of it! Lies! I don't believe a word of it!
Your Honor, the victim's passport. According to this, she was in Paris until the day before she died.
Passport added to the court record. Indeed. She appears to have returned the day before the murder. Dude, no way.
The victim was a model, but she did not have a large income. It appears that she had several sugar daddies.
Crazy! Daddies? Sugar? I don't even eat sugar. And I'm not even a dad. What's going on?
Yes, older men who gave her money and gifts. She took their money and used it to support her lifestyle.
Dude.
We can clearly see what kind of woman this Miss Stone was. Tell me, Mr. Butts, what do you think of her now?
She's a dirty lying scamp. All right, sorry. Let me focus. Right. I don't think that you want him to answer that question. Yeah, Larry has a way of running his mouth all in the wrong directions. Should I wait to see what happens? Stop him from answering. Stop him from answering. Yeah, because if he says something stupid, he might jeopardize his chances of actually looking legit. So let's see. He doesn't actually know what's going on. My client has no idea, and my client had no idea the victim was seeing other men. That question is irrelevant to this case. Oh. Dude, Nick, what do you mean irrelevant? That's cheating she-dog. I'm gonna die. I'm just gonna drop dead. Yeah, but when I met her and I'm gonna get to the bottom of this. Hold on, is it doing an auto scroll? Wait a minute. Let's continue with the trial, shall we? Hold on. I don't want to auto skip. All right. Save. Okay, hold on. All right, I don't want to skip the boxes at all. All right, so let's keep going. Save. Let's continue with the trial, shall we?
I believe the accused motive is clear to everyone.
Yes, quite. Oh boy, this is so not looking good.
Next question. You went to the victim's apartment on the day of the murder, did you not? Well, did you or did you not?
Well, maybe I did, and maybe I didn't. Uh-oh, he went. Fucking idiot. What do I do? Save him from answering. Honestly, stop him from answering. Stop him from answering. He's making shit worse. Okay, I'll send him a signal. Lie like a dog. Well, see, it's like this. Gotta remember.
You don't remember? Well then, we'll just have to remind you.
I got a bad feeling about this.
We have a witness that can prove he did go to the victim's apartment that day.
Well, that simplifies matters. Who is your witness?
The man who found the victim's body just before making the gruesome discovery.
He saw the defendant. Oh, sorry, wrong person.
He saw the defendant fleeing the scene of the crime.
Rabble, he's full of shit. Rabble, why didn't he say nothing? Order in the court. Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its witness.
Yes, Your Honor.
This is bad.
On the day of the murder, my witness was selling newspapers at the victim's building. Please bring Mr. Frank Sawit to the stand.
Also, the Phoenix Wright games have a lot of like witty names and stuff like, there's the son of a bitch now.
Mr. Sawit, you sell newspaper subscriptions, is this correct?
Oh yes. Newspapers, yes. Mr. Sawit, you may proceed with your testimony. Please tell the court what you saw on the day of the murder. Witness testimony. All right, let's lock in. I was going door to door selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing an apartment. I thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. Thinking it strange, I looked inside the apartment. Then I saw her lying there, a woman, not moving, dead. I quailed in fright and found myself unable to go inside. I thought to call the police immediately. However, the phone in her apartment wasn't working. I went to a nearby park and found a public phone. I remember the time exactly. It was 1:00 p.m. The man who was, without a doubt, the defendant sitting right over there. Larry, why didn't you tell the truth? I can't defend you against a testimony like that. Shit. Incidentally, why wasn't the phone in the victim's apartment working?
Your Honor, at the time of the murder, there was a blackout in the building.
Aren't phones supposed to work during a blackout?
Yes, Your Honor. However, some cordless phones do not function normally. The phone that Mr. Sawit used was one of those. Your Honor, I have a record of the blackout for your perusal. Perusal's a nice word to use at a time like this.
Now, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. What's poppin'? You may begin your cross-examination. Cross-examination, Your Honor? All right, Wright. This is it. The real deal. What exactly am I supposed to do? Why, you exposed the lies in the testimony the witness just gave. Lies? What? He was lying? Your client is innocent, right? Then that witness must have lied in his testimony. Or is your client really guilty? Huh? How do I prove he's not? You hold the key. It's in the evidence. Compare the witness's testimony to the evidence at hand. There's bound to be a contradiction in there. First, find the contradictions between the court record and the witness's testimony. Then, once you found the contradicting evidence, present it and rub it in the witness's face. Okay. Open the court record with the R1 button, then point out the contradictions in the testimony. All right. Time for the cross-examination. Nation. I was going door to door, selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing an apartment. Wait. Isn't a man leaving an apartment a common thing? Yeah. I find it odd you would be taking notice of him. I don't know. He just seemed strange to me, that's all. Like he was mad and yet frightened at the same time. Just like a criminal fleeing the scene of a crime. The defense requests that the witness refrain from conjecture.
Of course, what the witness means is that the man he saw looked suspicious. So what happened next?
I thought he must have been in a hurry because he had left the door half open behind him. Thinking it strange, I looked inside the apartment. Then I saw her lying there, a woman not moving, dead. I quailed in fright and found myself unable to go inside. I thought to call the police immediately. However, the phone in her apartment wasn't working. But you just said you were too scared to go inside. The phone in her apartment wasn't working. No, it wasn't working. Right. But you said you didn't go into the apartment. Or did you? That I could explain that. There was a cordless phone on the shelf in the entrance hallway. I reached inside and tried using that to call.
And that phone wasn't working, correct? What happened next?
Time of death. Yeah, that's a contradiction. Hold on a second. 1 o'clock p.m., are you certain? Yes, absolutely.
Yes.
He seems really confident. 1 o'clock p.m.? Right. Doesn't that seem strange to you? Present some evidence to contradict him. Got you. I'm gonna present that the paperwork wound up saying the death was between 4 and 5. How the fuck you saw that shit at 1? Objection! You found the body at 1 o'clock p.m. You sure? Yes, it was 1 o'clock p.m. for certain. Nah. Frankly, I find that hard to believe. Your statement directly contradicts the autopsy report. The autopsy notes the time of death at some time after 4. There was nobody to find at 1 p.m. How do you explain this 3-hour gap? What?
This is trivial. My witness merely forgot the time.
After his testimony, I find that hard to believe. Mr. Sawit, why were you so certain that you found the body at 1 o'clock p.m.? Gee, that's a really good question. Great job, Wright. Way to put him on the spot. That's all you have to do. Point out the contradictions. Lies always beget more lies. See through one, and their whole story falls apart. Heard you. Can I see your jugs later? Anyway, wait, I remember now. Would you care to give your testimony again? So now he's gonna try and go about doing the story over again. You see, when I found the body, I heard the time. There was a voice saying the time. It was probably coming from the television. Oh, but it wasn't 3 hours off, was it? I guess the victim must have been watching a video of a taped program. That's why I thought it was 1 o'clock p.m. Terribly sorry about the misunderstanding. I see. You heard a voice saying the time on a taped program. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. Right. You know what to do. I've got this one. Okay. Now I'm trying to figure it out. If he heard the programming, no. Couldn't have heard it on the television. There was a blackout in the building. Yeah. Gotcha. You see, when I found the body, I heard a time. There was a voice saying that there was probably coming from the television. Boom. Objection. Hold it right there. The prosecution has said there was a blackout at the time of the discovery. And this record proves it. Duh. You dumbass, you couldn't have heard a television or a video. Gah. The defense has a point. Do you have an explanation for this, Mr. Sawit? No, I find it quite puzzling myself. Quite. Wait, I remember now. Mr. Sawit, the court would prefer to hear an accurate testimony from the very beginning. These constant corrections are harming your credibility. And you seem rather distraught. My apologies, Your Honor. It must have been the shock of finding the body. Very well, Mr. Sarge. Let's hear your testimony once more, please. He is fucking up big time. We about to catch this guy in the act, y'all. Actually, I didn't hear the time. I saw it. There was a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there? Yeah, the murder weapon. The killer used it to hit the victim. That must have been what I saw. What? You saw a clock? I guess that would explain it. The defense may cross-examine the witness. Gladly. Because this dude is tripping. Alright, hearing the time. Now you saw the time. There's still no electricity in the building. There's a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there? Yeah, the murder weapon. The murder used to hit the victim with. Okay. What evidence do I have? I don't think that's enough to... Oh, no, I didn't mean to do that. Shit. Why didn't you tell us that in the first place, dumbass? I guess it just slipped my mind. I'm not really sure how it happened myself.
The witness says he saw the table clock. End of story.
Now, find the contradiction. Actually, I didn't hear the time. I saw it. There was a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there? Yeah, the murder weapon. Hold on. Cause of death. Statue in the shape of the thinker. It's rather heavy. Passport. Electrical building. Attorney badge. I don't think there's anything there. Alright, I think the contradiction was that instead of hearing it, he saw it. Let's save that one. What was this one? That strikes me as a very suspicious mistake. Yes, I can see how you'd be a little doubtful. I'm really sorry. I only just remembered that table clock. A table clock? Oh, a table clock. There was a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there? What about this one? A table clock? Was there a clock at the scene? This is the first I've heard of it. The judge is like, I don't fucking know. That must have been why I saw. Now find the contradiction. Actually, I didn't hear the time I saw it. There's a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there? Yeah, the murder weapon. Alright, the murder weapon. We're gonna use the thinker right now. Let's try this out. Present. Wait just a moment. The murder weapon wasn't a clock. It was this statue. Now, how is this supposed to be a clock? Duh! You, with your objections and your evidence, don't you, just, who do you think you are? Just answer the question, Mr. Saw It. Hey, I saw it there, okay? That's a clock.
Your Honor, if I may...
Yes, Mr. Payne?
As the witness stated, this statue is indeed a clock. The neck is a switch. You just tilt it, and it says the time out loud. As it doesn't look like a clock, I submitted it as a statue. My apologies.
I see. So the murder weapon was a table clock after all. Well, Mr. Wright, it appears that the witness's testimony was correct. This is a clock. Do you have any problems with this testimony now? That's a good question. No. I guess not. There was a clock on the scene, so no problem. Right? Are you out of your mind? That clock doesn't look like a clock at all. The witness couldn't have possibly known it was a clock just by seeing it. He said to himself he'd never entered the apartment. It was in his testimony. Hey, you're right. Is something the matter? Does the defense have anything to add? Yes, I do, because I have to learn how to play this game. The only way he could have known the weapon was a clock is to hold it in his hands. Yet the witness testified that he never entered the apartment. Clearly, a contradiction. Indeed. The witness knew it was a clock because he went into the apartment. You're lying. You were inside the apartment on the day of the murder. Duh! Oh yeah? Prove it. Prove I went in there. I'll do better than that. I can prove you were the one who killed her. You struck her with the clock, and the shock of the blow triggered the clock's voice. It was the sound you heard. Rabble, rabble, holy shit, I didn't even think of that, rabble, rabble. Order in the court. Intriguing. Please continue, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. Mr. saw it. The sound must have left quite an impression on you. Understandable, since the murder weapon spoke just as you hit the victim. That voice was burned into your mind. That's why you were so certain about the time. What? What's the meaning of this? This is all baseless conjecture. Baseless? Just look at your fucking jawline. You're baseless. Just look at the witness's face. Would the witness care to elaborate? Did you strike the victim with the clock? That day, I never. Look, the clock, I heard, no, I mean, I saw, ah! What the fuck? Shut up! I hate you! It was him! I tell you, I saw him! He killed her, and he should burn! Give him death! Rabble, he lost his goddamn mind through his toupee in the defendant's face. Order in the court, I say.
Your Honor, a moment, please. There isn't a shred of evidence supporting my defense's claims.
Mr. Wright, Your Honor, you claim the sound the witness heard came from the clock. Do you have any evidence? The whole case is riding on this. I better think it through carefully. Your Honor, the sound Mr. Sawed heard was definitely this clock. A fact which is clear if you simply examine the clock's batteries, ask the neighbors, try sounding the clock. Let's sound the clock now, here in this court. Your Honor, may I have the clock? I ask the court to listen very carefully. I think it's 8:25. That certainly is a strange way to announce the time. Well, he is the thinker, after all. Ladies and gentlemen, I'll be here all week. I'm Chris Vick. So, we've heard the clock. What are your conclusions, Mr. Wright? Mr. Payne, can you tell me what time it is now?
It's 11:25.
As you can see, the clock is exactly 3 hours slow. Precisely the discrepancy between what Mr. Sawed heard and the actual time of death. So, Mr. Sawed, try to talk your way out of this one. You forgot one thing. Oh no, what is he talking about now? While it may seem like that clock is running 3 hours slow, it proves nothing. How do you know it was running 3 hours slow on the day of the murder? If you can't prove that, you don't have a case. Oh, he's right. How am I supposed to prove that? I'm thinking about it ahead of time though, y'all. That passport, when you go overseas, the time changes. If you set the clock in the time overseas, and she just came back from being over there, that means that the clock would have been done at a different time. Damn it, I was so close. Mr. Wright? It seems that you lack the critical evidence to support your claim. Yes, Your Honor. It means I cannot let you indict the witness. Unfortunately, this ends the cross-examination of Mr. Frank Sawed. I come all this way down here to testify, and look what happens. You treat me like some criminal. A criminal! You lawyers are all slime. I almost had him. Damn it. Sorry, Larry. I failed you. There's nothing I can do about it now. Not so fast, Mr. Sawed. Da-da-da-da-da, the hot chick next to me. Chief? Listen up, Wright. Don't throw this one away. Not like this. Think. But, Chief, it's over. I can't prove the clock was slow the day of the murder. Nobody can prove that. Well, yes, but that doesn't mean you can't still win. Try thinking outside the box. Don't waste time doubting the facts. Assume the clock was 3 hours slow and think through it. Ask yourself, why was the clock 3 hours slow? Figure out the reason and you'll have your proof. Right? Can you think of a reason as to why the clock would be 3 hours slow? Yes, I can. Wait. Maybe I can prove it. You must have evidence somewhere that can prove it, Wright. Find it and let them have it. Well, Mr. Wright, you say the clock was already running slow on the day of the murder. Have you found evidence to support this claim? Of course. There's a piece of evidence in the court record that can prove my claim beyond a doubt. Ha! Tough words. Let's see you pull this one off. Let's see this evidence that proves why the clock was running 3 hours slow. The passport. Gotta be. In your face, bitch! That victim had just returned home from abroad the day before the murder. As we all know, the time difference between here and Paris is 9 hours. When it's 4 o'clock here, it's 1 o'clock a.m. the next day there. The clock wasn't 3 hours slow, it was 9 hours fast. The victim hadn't reset her clock since returning home. That's why the time you heard when you struck her dead in her apartment was wrong. Proof enough for you, Mr. Saw It? Or should I say, Mr. Did It? Burn. Robble, Gil eating them up like crazy. Robble. Order, I say. Someone get that man off my ground, because I don't know what this shit was crazy. Well, this case has certainly come out differently than we all expected. Mr. Payne, your witness.
He was arrested. It has been taken away, Your Honor.
Very well. I hope you clean that shit up off my floor, too. Off my courtroom floor. Very well. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. I have to say, I'm impressed. I don't think we've ever seen someone complete a defense case so quickly and find the true culprit at the same time. Thank you, Your Honor. At this point, this is only a formality, but this court finds the defendant, Mr. Larry Butts, not guilty. Yeah! You free to go, baby boy. Yeah. All right, everybody shut up. And with that, this court is adjourned. Let's go. All right, we did it. We saved our boy. It turns out that Frank Saw It was a common burglar. He posed as a newspaper salesman to check and see when people were out of the house. That day, when Larry went to her apartment, the victim wasn't home. After he left, Mr. Saw It let himself in to do his dirty work. While he was searching her place, the victim returned. Flustered, Mr. Saw It grabbed the nearest blunt object he could find. And killed her. August 3rd, 2:32 p.m. District Court, defendant, lobby number 2. Whew, I still can't believe we won. Right, good job in there. Congratulations. Thanks, Chief. I owe it all to you. Not at all. You fought your own battles in there. It's been a while since I've seen a trial end on such a satisfying note. I've never seen the Chief looking this happy. I wonder if she wants to go out to dinner. If she's this glad, imagine how Larry must feel. My life is over. Bro, I thought you was gonna wind up being happy. Shit, she was out here doing a whole bunch of sleazy shit. She didn't deserve to die, though. So I get that. But, come on, you're a free man. Larry, you're supposed to be happy. What's wrong now? Oh, Nick. Don't worry about me. I'll be dead and gone soon. Good. Wait, no, I mean, bad. Wait, what the fuck? Larry, you're innocent. The case is closed. But my Cindy Wendy's gone, man. Gone forever. Larry, she was a Nah, never mind. He was about to call her a sleaze. Never. Congratulations, Harry. Harry? Yes, you. I can practically see the headlines tomorrow. Harry Butts, innocent. Thanks. I really owe you one. I won't forget this, ever. Let's celebrate. Dinner? Movie? My treat. Oh, no, I couldn't. You cry too much. You cry way too much. Hey, I was the one who got you off the hook. Can I get the movie or the dinner, bro? And not with you, with somebody else. Oh, hey. Here, take this. It's a present. A present? For me? Wait, wasn't this the evidence that... Actually, I made this clock for her. I made one for her and one for me. Really? You made this? Well, thank you. I'll keep it as a memento. As a thing that killed this lady. As a constant reminder, if I need to know who died and what killed her, I sure have this statue. Yo, Nick, can you believe it? I was so into that chick. And she was just playing me for a fool. Don't that make you just want to cry? Larry. Are you so sure? Ex squeeze me? I think she thought quite a lot of you in her own way. Nah, you don't gotta sympathize with me. It's okay. Oh, I'm not just sympathizing, really. Isn't that right? Don't you have something to show your friend? Something that proves how she felt about him? Huh? Oh, yeah, right. What the heck is she talking about? I don't really have shit. What the heck is she talking about? What is she talking about? Hold on. Wait, I'm trying to figure out. I can't give him that. That's the autopsy report. I can't give him that. That's the weapon that was used to kill the lady. I can't give him that because of the fact that it goes about showing that she was traveling. And this is the only thing. I guess the passport? Take that! Here you go, Larry. Proof. I don't know what to give you. It's okay, Nick. Don't worry about me. I'll forget all about her soon enough. Look, I'm gonna head home. Thanks a ton, okay? Guess that wasn't the right thing to show him. I don't know what was supposed to show him. Right? I hope you see the importance of evidence now. Also, hopefully you realize things change depending on how you look at them. People, too. We never really know if our clients are guilty or innocent. All we can do is believe in them. And in order to believe in them, you have to believe in yourself. Right? Listen, learn, grow strong. Never let go of what you believe in. Well, I think our work here is done. Shall we be off? Yeah, I guess so. Say, how about dinner? On me? Hell yeah! We'll drink a toast. We'll drink a toast to innocent butts. Yeah! Oh, speaking of Harry, you were saying part of why you became a lawyer was because of him. Yeah, part. At least. You'll have to tell me more about it sometime. Maybe over drinks. Hell yeah. I'm going out on a date with me, my chief. And so my first case came to a close. Larry slapped me on the back and said, "Gee, Nick, it's good to have friends. But I'm pretty sure he's not going to pay us, unless you count the clock he gave Mia." I didn't know it then, but that clock was soon going to be at the center of another incident. And my promise to tell the chief about me and Larry would be one promise that I wouldn't be able to keep. Woo! And that has been the case. I forgot what it was called. The first turnabout. And that's how we move on to the second episode. Wait, hold on. Wait, no, I didn't want to start it. See your progress up to this point. Yeah. Either way, thank you guys so much for tuning in to the Game Lounge. That actually turned out pretty dope. I thank you guys so much for tuning in. If I get a lot of feedback on this, I'll definitely do another episode because I actually enjoy doing these myself. So please tune in to the next episode if it does come out. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Any game ideas you might have, please send them to me. I definitely love to try them out. I've been putting out a whole bunch of new stuff, nostalgic stuff that you guys probably never heard of. This channel's going to be on and popping, so I appreciate you guys subscribing. Love you guys to death. Until next time, game until you sleep.